Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Welcome. Welcome to the open mic for January the 31st for the Gatehouse Theater. I'm going to put this up right at 7 o'clock and we can all start to post all of our different musical creations. But maybe a little bit of news about the theater too while we're at it. Just to give you a bit of an update on how the theater's doing. It's almost nice enough for the drive-ins to start again. Maybe, I don't know, geez, pretty quick. Maybe a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, a month. I'd like to think by the end of February we're good to go. And we really would love you to support that because there is no revenue coming in for the theater. So we got to do all we can to keep it alive, right? It's important to each and every one of us. The other thing we're trying to do is bring Missoula to town again. Well, kind of in a virtual way. Missoula's that theater group that comes and works all week with the elementary kids and then produces a really cool children's play with a cast of like 20 or 30 or something like that. And so they've got a kind of a virtual version of that we're exploring, and Kathy Martin is helping us with that, and she's trying to marshal all the right resources she needs to do that. But we're hopeful that that can happen. We might need a bit of sponsorship, so we'll be coming and knocking on your door perhaps. So that's kind of cool. Now the other thing I wanted you folks to consider was Rockstar Bingo. And you'll find a link to it on the Gatehouse Facebook page somewhere down just a few days ago. And some friends do this every Thursday out of Victoria. This beautiful, super opulent lounge bar that basically is closed. And so they move in their band and they do this amazing live feed every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. And they play musical bingo, and they play about 20 seconds of a song, and then you have to guess it. And you on the internet you can view the feed, and you get a bingo card, your personal bingo card. But instead of numbers, it's got the names of songs. So if they play that song, of course you tap the button to mark that one off on your card, and when you get a line or a diagonal or whatever, you win. You win some kind of prize that some of the people have donated. Anyway, it's kind of cool, and I'm hoping you'll have a look at it so that if there's some interest, if you think that would be an appropriate and helpful distraction now with all this weird stuff going on, then we would love to bring it to town. But would kind of like your interest in it to see if it's any good. And also want to see if there's an appetite for a drive-in concert. You know, who knows how long we're going to be doing what we're doing now. Might be a while. But a drive-in concert's kind of within the rules, and that would be, once it's a little warmer, 50 cars, and you can have as many people in a car as a car can hold. 50 cars, and maybe a band on a stage. We're thinking at the airport, perhaps. And you roll in, and you get a 2-hour concert of some local bands, or maybe some we could bring up. And I don't know what that would be worth, what people would be prepared to pay for that, or if they would be prepared, hopefully. But we'd like to see if there's an appetite for a drive-in concert as well. And that's kind of important, given that, we might not be able to have the festival again this year, right? It's kind of a bummer, but it might be where we are. It's pretty hard to feel optimistic right now that by August we'll be able to do that, but maybe, I hope so. So tonight, open mic, we got some really cool things for you. I'll tell you a little bit about what's coming up. We've got Gordy Henschel, which is super cool. We've got Karen Schwammel. Clifton Murray sent a really short clip that he told us we could use. We've got a couple from Cody Wolfley that are in the bag that we haven't. I don't think you've seen yet. I don't think we've shown them to you yet. So I hope you get a real kick out of those. I'm hoping that Randy Carter and Riley have got something for us. I'm hoping that Wes has got something for us. And maybe Jordy and maybe Emily. And I think there's one down below on the Facebook page. Jeremy Parker posted one just the other day. And then another fellow I saw, I didn't recognize his name, so I hope you'll have a look at it and give him a like, or whatever you do. But yeah, I hope there's enough stuff to keep you interested tonight. And boy, in the absence of having a theater running and concerts and people bums in seats, we kind of got to do all we can do to keep our little theater and our little music community alive in town. So thanks for helping, thanks for posting stuff, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you'll weigh in on some of these initiatives that the theater is considering, and you tell us if we're on the right track. So without further ado, sit back, enjoy. Here come the videos. We'll start posting them right away. Say hi to Sophie. Sophie, come here. You want a cookie? You want a cookie? Do you? Here. Oh, you're a good dog.